Warning. Warning. You are entering a territory far from your safe space. You must turn back now, or you will become informed. Go. Now.
I'm pissed off.
The principal, she was placed on leave. Now she has lost her job. She will be replaced.
This parking lot is where officers say an assault happened. A woman was assaulted with a gun, they say, by a man she did not know.
What's funny is we're right behind the police station.
Outrage over a video taken at a junior high school house party.
The hospital was on lockdown for about an hour, as was a nearby elementary school.
That scandal now rocking D.C. public schools. There's a new audit into the graduation problems at Balloon High.
Saying in a statement, the video is, quote, creating conversation of concern in our community.
The audit found 63% of Balloon graduating class should have never received diplomas because they missed so much school and didn't make the grade.
As you mentioned, we do know at this point that a man is in custody. When they arrived, they spoke to this woman. They were able to determine that she was assaulted with a firearm in this parking lot.
Lights and signage, security lights, cameras, everything. Didn't faze them. Walked right up, went to the car, opened it up.
I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off.
Damn!
Now YouTube censored.
I'm mad as hell right now. Yes, I am.
Viewer discretion is advised. Mama Black.
This program contains language and sequences some viewers may find disturbing.
Update you now on the breaking news out of Wilson.
CBS North Carolina's Maggie Newland is getting answers about why the medical center and Vincent Bynum Elementary School were both put on lockdown. Maggie.
Well, Sharon, police say it's because of what happened in this parking lot. This is right across from Wilson Medical Center. You can still see police on the scene right now. They've actually been behind that crime tape looking at that green car right there. This parking lot is where officers say an assault happened. A woman was assaulted with a gun, they say, by a man she did not know. Now, this, of course, is across the street. If you take a look, Wilson Medical Center right there. Now, that is where police say the woman ran for help after this assault happened. Although she didn't know the man, police tell us that she was able to give them a description and police were able to find a suspect. They did take that person into custody. But during the time, shortly following that assault, Wilson Medical Center was put on lockdown. Happened just about before 3 o'clock this afternoon. The hospital was on lockdown for about an hour, as was a nearby elementary school. As a precaution, I did speak to a woman who says her granddaughter was at that elementary school. She said it was a very tense time. Her granddaughter was actually picked up just before the lockdown happened, but she said that she felt the school handled it very well. Still a very tense time, and there is a lot of relief now that the lockdown is over. We'll have more information on this coming up tonight at 6. For now, I'm Maggie Newland. We're live, CBS North Carolina.
Breaking news out of Wilson. The lockdown at Wilson Medical Center is over, and one person is in custody after an assault. WRAL's Candace Sweat is on the scene with what we know right now. Candace.
We've received a lot of new information into the newsroom since we last checked in about 45 minutes ago. As you mentioned, we do know at this point that a man is in custody. We also know that a woman victim is at Vidant Medical Center. Even with all of those new developments, investigators are still out here on the scene sort of piecing together what exactly happened. Investigators with the Wilson Police Department, and of course still focusing on that green car that we showed you about 45 minutes ago in our last report. I want to take video from Sky 5 from about an hour ago. So here's what we know at this point from the Wilson Police Department. They got a call about a woman that had been possibly shot. When they arrived, they spoke to this woman. They were able to determine that she was assaulted with a firearm in this parking lot and was able to run across the street to the hospital to get assistance. The man who assaulted her at that time had run away on foot, but police later caught up to him, and he, as you mentioned, is now in custody. They have not released the identities of the people involved, but anything that we get, we'll bring it to you on air and online.
Outrage over a video taken at a junior high school house party showing kids appearing to chant the N-word.
The school says they were just singing along to a popular rap song, but not everyone is seeing it that way. And it's causing quite the debate on campus.
Team 12's Ryan Cody spent the day there and joins us now with some pretty heated reaction. Ryan?
After school, several students here telling us that the teenagers in that video are 8th graders here at Santan Junior High, and that racially charged post is what everyone was talking about as they came back from the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. It's so bad we can barely put this post on TV, but the video is dominating discussion at Santan Junior High. The district is condemning the actions of these students caught repeatedly shouting a racial expression on social media, saying in a statement the video is, quote, creating conversation of concern in our community, and in some cases, backlash to the individuals who are associated with the incident. Also saying the teenagers were reciting a rap song by Rod Digga and Young Z.
I'm pissed off.
Jeffrey Mobison is angry because his daughter goes to the school.
What does it mean about the student body? What does it mean about kids that, you know, she never had an inkling could believe in these kind of things or say these kind of things?
But his real anger is mostly about the response, which he says is an attempt to rationalize the actions with a popular rap song. But after a quick YouTube search, we're finding those students might not have been singing that song at all, rather a different one by a well-known white supremacist.
All those man. Martin Luther King deserved to be killed. Man.
The song. That's the song. So you just Chandler School Department, school system telling you that that was some other song. That's the song.
A fuck nigga. I swear to God I cannot stand a fuck nigga. That boy plotting up on my juice, he is a fuck nigga.
It took me 10 seconds with Google and YouTube to find that this is the song.
We sent the district a link to that white supremacist song, which, by the way, has over 73,000 views on YouTube, and we're told the situation is now under review. In Chandler, Ryan Cody, 12 News.
A fuck nigga. I swear to God I cannot stand a fuck nigga. That boy plotting up on my juice, he is a fuck nigga. They told me stop saying nigga, you is a dumb nigga.
But I don't say what up, y'all niggas, cause I don't really trust y'all niggas. I'm feeling like fuck y'all niggas. Fuck y'all niggas. Man, fuck y'all niggas. Fuck y'all niggas. Love. Fuck y'all niggas. With no rubber, big long dick has been a long ass struggle after all that hustling.
I got Latino niggas and I got my black niggas. Don't matter your skin color, white or black, you get this bullet.
First at 5:30, and on just one station, a suspected burglar on the hunt, and residents want to know if he's behind a series of crimes that have become a neighborhood nuisance. Good evening, everyone. Several victims within a month, and a community concern.
One neighbor says he has evidence on camera, and 7 News reporter Brandon Byers live for us in Fort Lauderdale to bring us this exclusive at 5:30. Brandon.
Well, Craig, a couple of takeaways from our story this afternoon, and number one is always remember to lock your car. At least one of the victims you're about to meet forgot to do so and woke up some items missing from their car, but they're also learning to look after their neighbors.
I have lights and signage, security lights, cameras, everything. Didn't faze them. Walked right up, went to the car, opened it up, went inside.
A popular Fort Lauderdale neighborhood's been hit by half a dozen car break-ins in just the past month, police say. Sailboat Bend, right off Las Olas and very close to downtown, is lined with quaint, cozy homes. But residents say they're dealing with more break-ins than usual. Jason Shaper caught one of the more recent ones on camera.
It's my bad for not locking my door, but I mean, I shouldn't have to worry about people checking locks on my property. And for someone literally to risk their life to jump someone's fence for a pair of sunglasses that he got out of my car is not worth it.
And Jason says he's not alone.
This guy over here, inside the confines of his yard, fenced in, he had his bike stolen.
He's even got a sign warning potential thieves. But he says the only thing that's going to stop these break-ins is a bigger police presence.
What's funny is we're right behind the police station. We shouldn't even have this type of crime going through here. I wish the police would maybe do a little bit more presence in the neighborhood rather than just driving through and parking when they get off their shift.
Well, the cops are listening. They tell us they're aware of the situation. They are going to do a little more patrolling, keep an eye on things, but they want you to do the same. And if you see anything that leads to an arrest, that could be worth cash. Call Broward Crime Stoppers at 954-493-TIPS. Live this evening in Fort Lauderdale, Brandon Byer, 7 News.
Scandal now rocking D.C. public schools. There's a new audit into the graduation problems at Ballou High, and the report says the problem started at the top. Now, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser admits she could have done better. Here's Delia Gonsalves with a story that's new tonight.
D.C. Public Schools has a chancellor, but really the mayor is in charge and says she will hold him accountable. But the big takeaway from this first audit report, lots of people dropped the ball, and the students and now principal at Ballou seem to be paying for it. The audit found 63% of Ballou's graduating class should have never received diplomas because they missed so much school and didn't make the grade. Investigators say teachers were pressured by administrators to pass those students. The principal, she was placed on leave. Now she has lost her job. She will be replaced. But the pressure to pass students as part of a teacher and school's evaluation, that came straight from the top. The mayor says she implemented that policy 2 years ago, but failed to train teachers and administrators.
We've never really put in place the training, controls, or accountability to support it.
The mayor, of course, is accountable. The buck stops with her. The question, though, is are we all accountable, and how do we all engage in a meaningful way?
Now, this audit only came about after an NPR WAMU report back in November. Chancellor Wilson today says he does not recall being told about those concerns before the news report. But I just spoke to Councilmember Robert White, who confirms he did speak to the chancellor months before the news broke. And Ballou's graduation scandal was one of the many topics they discussed at that meeting. Delia Gonsalves, WUSA 9.
Now, many say this problem goes beyond Ballou. Delia has spent the last few weeks looking into accountability at all D.C. schools. You'll see her investigation tomorrow night on the news.
And as always, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Also follow us on the usual media for more and interesting information like this.
So tolerant.
Fight their asses.